Well, hey, good evening, everyone. Welcome back to my little gardening show. So that time of year, we're getting ready to start seeds, getting ready to start the garden up. And so I wanted to take you along tonight and just show you what I'm starting first. We're starting a little late this year. Typically I've got some cabbages and kale and some stuff going, but decided to hold off. The weather's been kind of sketchy, and I'm not using like low tunnels or coverings or anything like that. I found typically when I've tried to start stuff early, the ground's just too wet and too cold. And by the time, I get my other stuff out, the crops that come later, they end up catching up to the ones that have been in the ground earlier. Because the ones that have been in the ground earlier are so stressed out from the conditions that the others outperform them. So it's just not worth doing much in that regard. So I do try to get some things out late April, like the potatoes and onions, late April, beginning of May, and then either Mother's Day weekend or Memorial Day weekend, get the rest of it in the ground. So tonight we're doing peppers. It take about 8 weeks to sprout and get to the point where you can get them out in the garden, and we're about 8 weeks out from Memorial Day weekend. So all of these are seeds that I've saved over the years. These three are my hot peppers. I'm doing some long red cayenne, some red Thai chilies, and some jalapenos. And the rest are sweet peppers. These are roasting peppers. Edgevarsky, this is probably my favorite. Some Corno de Toro varieties there. And the red Marconi. This one's a really nice roasting pepper too. And then we're going to do some King of the North, which is kind of like the classic bell pepper. So I got my soil blocks made up. Got a little potting mix left over here. And maybe I'll do a video on this when I go to make the next set of blocks. But we're just going to do, I think basically a row, because I've got 8 varieties here. So we'll just do a row of each one. I'll drop 2 seeds in each one of these, and then either pull the block material over it or put a little bit of this on it. And then we'll put the probe in, and we'll put a little water in there and put the lid on, and we'll be good to go. And hopefully in about a week, I'll have pepper sprouts. They tend to take longer to sprout. There's things you can do. You can soak them in like tea, or start them in napkins or toilet paper stuff. The key is just that it's warm enough and that you've got moisture to break down the seed coat. So we'll get this going, and then I'll check back in later on.